Hey, what's up, credit repair business owners? It's Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of the creditrepairshop.com. It's been a little bit since I made a video, but sometimes you get too busy doing a lot of either training or changing over things, which I will be making some videos on that so I can kind of tell you from a real perspective of someone who manages hundreds of customers, getting close to 1,000 residual paying customers per month. We went over it and then kind of went back, on some of them. But I'll tell you how we manage that many customers, but most of you that are watching this video are mainly just trying to either increase your sales where you have, maybe 100 or 200 customers, or you're just trying to get your business off the ground. And that's really the main topic and focus of this video because there's a lot of bullshit out there. Forgive me for cussing, but there's a lot of BS out there from these people. You see them all over social media. You might see them on Google, wherever, and they're saying that they can help you grow your business and all of this type of stuff. I'm telling you right off the bat, 99.99999%, only 0.0001% of the people can actually do what they claim. They are making their money off of you buying the programs that they're selling. They could not build a credit repair business. They could not advertise a credit repair business. They could not make a sale in credit repair. All they do is sell people the tools. That's all they do. They sell people like you, people like me. They just try to convince us that they have some type of tool that's better than anything else, but they don't even use that tool. One of them, which is crazy, I saw one advertisement where the person was like, don't do lead generations, just run people to a sales page. But do you know that to get people to go see what he had to say about the sales page, he was doing lead generation? So it's like you're telling people not to do something, but you're actually doing it to get them to go see what you had to offer. So I'm going to first show you my numbers for last month so you can see that I'm real, that this is not fake. Put a lot of money in my pocket from this business here. And then I'm going to give you some training on what you need to do. And then I'm going to make an offer to you because I know what I'm doing. I know how to make this business work. All right, so let's move over to, I'm going to switch my screen over. Okay, here we go. Right here, this is my Sam card, which if you want to get Sam card, I'll put a link on there because this is something that really allowed us to do the billing the way that we wanted to do it. A lot of shopping carts are not built for direct response companies like what I decided to make my company. Even though we're rebilling and you're making sales, but you are a direct response company. You gotta be able to make your forms attractive. If they're not attractive, people are not going to trust you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do for April. You can see here we got April 1st, and I'm going to do to the end of April. And you can see here $64,474. This does not count my IDIQ income, and this does not count income from selling leads to people. This does not count my YouTube revenue or any other affiliate stuff that I earn money on. This is strictly billing, rebilling of people for credit repair services. That's it, strictly that. So now let's move on to the training. All right, let's get into the training. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this so basic that anyone on whatever level you are at with your business, you will be able to use this model to make it successful. And Some of the times when I consult with companies, I see that they have things like this in place. But what ends up happening is that they got the puzzle mixed up. Like they have this here, or over here, when you should have it just like this. So now let's just go over what each of these are. The first thing, before you even uh, start to care about a certain thing, is you need to get an ad working. Now, I'm not saying you don't have this stuff in place, but just to let you know about some of the things that used to happen before the internet was around. And I used to have a small, it wasn't huge, but a small direct marketing uh, mail order company. A lot of people don't even talk about mail order anymore. But one of the things that we would do in mail order, and a lot of companies did in mail order, is that they would make an ad and then get people responding even before they had the product available. You can't do that in the internet age, though. You can't really do it that way because people want it to be delivered right away. But it brings back memories of an ebook. Well, it wasn't even an ebook. I'm saying ebook. It was a printed book manual. It wasn't even a book, a printed manual, and it was Stop Making Your Landlord Rich. I made that small booklet and I sold it for $5. And I probably back then I probably made about $5 or $6,000. It would cost me like 50 cents to print it up, and another 25 cents. Well, a little bit more, but about 35 or 40 cents to mail it out. I'm talking about in the 90s when I did that. And the number one thing that I had to do first, and this is what all direct response marketing companies do, and it does not matter what business you're in, you are in the advertising business, direct response, where you want to put something out there and you want someone to respond to it. So what you have to concentrate on first, and I just have Facebook here, but there's obviously other platforms. So you need to pick one platform and you need to make a successful ad using that platform. Now, what I mean by success is that ad is getting people to actually click it, that they want more information about what you're talking about on that ad. This ad is not meant to sell people. A lot of people get this confused where they think that the ad is supposed to sell people. The ads do not sell people. The ads are supposed to get people to get interested in what you had to offer. Now, another thing where you might be confused, you're like saying, Steve, that there's a whole bunch of companies selling products out there and they are asking me to buy. Like there's some weight loss products now that since Facebook has kind of loosened up their advertising policies, and they're got people at advertising pills and all types of stuff on there. Well, let me tell you, the secret to what they're doing is they may pay upwards of $100 to $150 to get someone to buy that product, and they're going to make their money on the rebuild, just like what you're doing with the credit repair services that you offer. Is that you're going to make money on the rebuild. So you have to be willing to invest that money up front to acquire a customer. And if you're not willing to do that, you're going to have a hard time in this business. But using this strategy here, I'm going to show you how you can at least minimize that risk, that outflow. But you do have to be consistent where you're consistently marketing. But we're going to do lead generation because I believe that if you have the lead, you control the lead, and you can do a lot of things to monetize the lead. So rather than trying to sell your services up front, it's better to generate the lead. So you can do it one of two ways. In this one, I'm going to talk about using a landing page. That's what most people are familiar with. But there are other options that you can use that I'm going to be talking about in other videos. So you have an ad that is winning and people are clicking it. So that's passing test number one. A lot of people don't even pass that test. Now, going to number two is your landing page. is the information that's on there, the way that it looks, the way that the colors are, all of that information on there are people leaving their information. And you will know that because you'll get someone to opt in on your form. That's like money in the bank. That's like number one, I knew that my ad was good because people were clicking it. I knew that my landing page was good because people were leaving the form, leaving their information into the form. And then once they do that, you send them straight over to your sales page. So you can see how this is like step one, step two, step three. They see what you had to offer. And this is another test that you're going to go through where you got to see if this is going to have the information that makes people want to sign up for your services. And then if they do, you have your onboarding process with your order form. Now, let's kind of break this down a little bit, why it's important to generate leads. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to my funnel. So let's put this on pause for a second. Okay, now this is how my funnel is built out. Is like we talked about the ad, and then we generate the lead, and it goes to the sales page. Sales page has a button for people to click to go to the order form. Order form is it sends them over for onboarding, which is our activation page. Now, let me tell you why it's so important to do the lead generation, because this is what we do. And I suggest that you do this. When we get the leads, our leads go automatically into a follow-up process, which we use Aweber, aweber.com, and the emails go right into there, and then it is submitted out on a scheduled basis. Every 3 days, we send them a piece of content pertaining to helping them using our services. And we also send a daily email blast sending them to our sales page. So no matter what they get from us, if it's going to be content that we send to them about how we can help them, it's still going to have an offer to have them go to that same sales page. And also with the email blast that we send out every day, it goes straight to that sales page. And believe it or not, a lot of people sign up without talking to anyone in my office because we know that the sales page talks to them exactly like they were speaking to someone in the office, and it's put together the right way for what people are looking for our services, and everything else flows through the right way also. Now, another thing that we implemented that I've always had in place, and this stuff here just made everything better, was that soon as we get the leads every morning, I separate those leads out to my sales team, and they call people. They call people and talk to them about our services. Now, let me tell you a huge benefit that you might be missing. And I missed it when I had first put this stuff together and got it going. And it was that when my sales reps were calling, they had said that these calls were a lot better. And they were like, did you do something to get better leads? And I was like, well, we're generating our own leads, but, and this kind of made them feel a little strange because they were like, they're the top notch sales reps. But what ended up happening was they were getting educated from the sales page information, and we make our sales pages the same way as if they were speaking to a sales rep. So what would happen when we did it was some of the times they would call, and the person would kind of know what they wanted and they were ready to sign up. So we had to kind of make some adjustments because some of the people were primed and ready to sign up for our services. So what we started doing was we would ask them, did you see the information on the sales page, and did you review it, and did you have any questions? Because that can save time And for people that are ready to sign up, they would just go ahead and sign up rather than going through the whole sales script. But even if they did go through the sales script, again with the sales rep on the phone, it remained consistent with what we said on the sales page. So that is very important. Now, some other things that you can implement, which we used to do, but we stopped doing it, and it was mainly due to allowing my sales reps time to go through their list of calls on the phone. We didn't want to have interruptions by using SMS. If I ever use SMS, I'm sending them directly to the sales page without having a number for them to call one of my sales team or to call our 800 number at the office. But you can implement uh, this service, and we use a company called Burst SMS to actually craft a message and send people directly to the sales page. And a lot of people would sign up. And one of the things that I had found out was that a lot of people were signing up using their phone, which was crazy when I thought about it because I've never until recently ever purchased anything on the internet using my phone. But because people have PayPal, well, we don't use PayPal here, but with the credit repair service, but with some of my other companies that I have, we're able to take PayPal payments, we're able to take payments from a company called Stripe or these other ones, and it allows them, if they already have their login and passcode, or with other certain like Zelle and stuff like that, they don't actually have to punch in any information. It could just go to where they push a button and their login and passcode, and the payment is processed. With my credit repair service, they still have to fill out the order form, but I had learned that people were still using their phone to actually do that. So, what I want to show you real quick is a direct response form that we use for signing up customers. Okay, now this is one of our order forms, and you might be saying, well, Steve, this looks like a lot of writing. This is tested, like we've tested this over and over, and we know what people want to see. And so it has a video spot for me so people can see how we do our services, has some testimonials from people, has a results video here, uh, reiterates what we do, but this is the part that I want you to see here because this is a nice direct response form here. You can see that it has the input for the name, email, phone number, all of that stuff. I can also get the social security number and all of that info here, but we have another form that we use. But it allows you to add different fields that you want in here. We can have two of our different payment plans on here. One thing that I wish that they would do is allow us to have all of our payment plans on here, but they only have it right now where you can choose from two. So if someone wants to, they pick this plan or this one, they don't have to move over to another form. We have these two options here. And in it, the credit card information, place their order, terms and conditions. So this is all very important because when people are going to sign up for your services, it has to be something that they feel comfortable with. If it's not a secure form and it doesn't look right, they're not going to sign up for your services. So let's go back over to this here. So one of the things that I learned and as a matter of fact, when I did this process, it took 3 months before I actually knew what was going on. We were starting to make sales pretty quick because we were generating leads, but it wasn't nothing to like brag about. But after the third month, it was something to brag about because on that third month, we had signed back then, I think that was 2008 or 2009, we had signed over 100 customers in 1 month, and that was only with two sales reps and the computer. Some people were signing up on their own using the form on the computer. But what I had started noticing is that when people were getting these emails, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, by the seventh day, some people were going to the form and they were signing up on their own, or they were emailing us from, because when they get the autoresponder email, it has our email on it. They were replying to the email to have someone call and sign them up. I started kind of, it happened after 7 days, but I didn't really pay much attention. But I had started noticing that after people had started getting hit, and I was starting to evaluate how this whole thing was working, that I was noticing that really after 7 times, when an individual got hit with a content email, after 7 times, they were signing up for services or asking someone to call them. Now, what we've done over time, this isn't something that we did right away. We did it over time. Was we have 63 different emails put together that just rotate different types of information about how we can help people with their credit, and it's sent every 3 days. So if someone goes on this list, and on day one they're going to get the first email, and if you have 63 and you times that times three, you got over 183 days. Uh, they're going to be hit over 180, yeah, 189 days. So every 3 days you have an email going out. So you're going to, over 189 days, you're going to be hitting them with some kind of content. And believe it or not, over time, when you hit people with content and you know what you're talking about and you know what to say in that content, people will start contacting you to sign up with your services. I guarantee it. You just got to have all of the pieces in place, and you got to have faith that if you work the plan, it will work. So let's go over to my offer. Okay, so now I have what I call a 10K program. Reason why I say 10K is because almost everyone that I ask how much money you want to make in your credit repair business, they always said 10,000. They would either say 5,000 or they would say they want to make $10,000. Well, I just showed you what I'm making, so that means that you could be making 6 to 7 times more than that if you just follow my program. I'm showing you exactly what I did, and I don't make it complicated. A lot of stuff that's out there, the reason why they make it complicated is because they're not really intending for you to do it. If they tell you that you got to learn all of this stuff about copywriting, you got to learn all of this stuff about funnels, you got to learn all of this different crazy stuff, you're not going to put it in action. And you can prove that to yourself. Look at how much stuff you've ordered in the past and how much stuff might be sitting on your shelf right now. Cost of program is only $149.97, and it's $39.95 per month for the advisory services. I do have a money back guarantee, but really you're not going to want to get your money back because you know that as soon as you start going through it, it's real deal. Videos are short. I'm not trying to get you to where you're going to fall asleep watching them. I'm just straight direct to the point. If there's anything that is not clear to you, you can you can email me or give me a quick text or call, and I will answer it for you. Now, video number one, I talk about the mindset that you're going to need to be successful in this business. A lot of people don't go into this. I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to be a very thick-skinned, strong-minded individual, or you will not be able to make it in this business, really with any business. And just to let you know, because this is not me bragging, to let you know that I'm the man that can help you with this. I have not worked for anyone since 1990. It is the year 2021, so you got 31 years that I've been on my own, making 100% of my income. Either I sank or swim by the work that I do, and so that means that I had no safety net underneath me, no rich parents, no rich uncle, no rich relatives, no one, just me and my wife. So we had to make it work. Now, here we go right here. Uh, Video number 2, and I'm sorry, I'm getting some text here, so sorry about that. Um, how Video number 2 is how to make a script that will close people 75 to 80%. This is real deal by phone, because if you don't have a script that is put together the right way, people are going to listen to you, but they will not sign up, and they will make excuses on why they didn't do it. And you're going to think that it's something wrong with you, the business, whatever. It is mainly due to your script. And I tell you what, the things that you got to watch out for when you're talking to people about credit repair services in your script. Video number 3 is the 3 things that you got to have when designing your website. A lot of people think that they got to have this elaborate website. You can expand on your website as you push your business, but uh, you cannot not have these 3 things. If you don't have these 3 things, you are in trouble. You're going to struggle, and you're going to be wondering why people are not believe in you or they're not signing up. You're going to just keep grasping for straws on trying to make your business work. Video number 4 is how to make money while you're sleeping. I just showed you with my sales reps, uh, we sign up just as many people that just go to the order form and sign up on their own as we do with my sales rep. Well, I won't say as we do. My top sales rep might sign 50 people in a month, and the computer would be either right behind that or sometimes even beat them out. But overall, all of my sales reps sign on their own, which between 30 to 50 on average per month, and I have 4 sales reps. The next video is video number 5, how to advertise your credit repair business online so you can generate leads 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. If you do not do constant lead generation, it's like you turning on a water faucet and turning it off when you're taking a shower. You can't take a shower that way, and you cannot build a business that way. You're going to have to advertise your business constantly. And I'll show you how to do that. Uh, I have videos on how to do that on social media, and I have a new one that we just made for advertising on TikTok. The next one is simple step-by-step strategy after you get uh, number 1 and 5 in place, how to get you to that 10,000. Now, it's just an example on what you have to do, and it's based off of actually what I had did when I had first got the revenue to $10,000 for the credit repair business. And so I'm just showing you exactly how I did it. And here's some other stuff that you can read that you probably do care about. And here we go right here. Now let me go over something with you before we close out. Is and you can see I'm using SamCart on here too. Uh, if you want to have the script done, if you just want to go ahead and get a head start to where we put your script together, and you can use this script. The good thing about it is that you can use this script for your sales page, because that's basically what we do. Is our sales page that we send our leads to is basically the script, but it has to be crafted a different way. You can't just throw the script on there. It has to be done a certain way. But I'll show you when you're watching video. Which one is that? When you're watching video number 3 and video number 4, that goes into how to use that script to make your sales page. So it's only an extra $500 if you want to get it one time, and then it'll be the 149 and the 149.97, and it'll be $39 per month right here for the advisory service. That's where you'll be able to call me and say, "Hey, Steve, I'm not clear on something. Could you please help me?" And I'll answer that question. And I don't have to say I'll do my best because I know this business. So it doesn't have to be one of those where I have to do my best to give you an answer, because I do this every day, so I'll know the answer. So hopefully this training was good for you. And if you think that this is something for you, I invite you to go ahead and place an order to get the 10K program. Thank you.